Hello, team. Welcome to this monthly training on personal protective equipment. Hazards exist in every workplace in many different forms. Some examples are sharp edges, falling objects, flying sparks, chemicals, noise, and so much more. Controlling hazards in the workplace. The appropriate use of personal protective equipment, PPE, is one of the many methods Veritiv works to achieve our zero harm goal. What is personal protective equipment? Personal protective equipment, commonly referred to as PPE, is equipment worn to minimize exposure to serious workplace injuries and illnesses. These injuries and illnesses may result from contact with chemical, radiological, physical, electrical, mechanical, or other workplace hazards. Personal protective equipment may include items such as gloves, safety glasses and shoes, earplugs or muffs, hard hats, respirators or coveralls, vests, and full body suits. Here's what we'll cover today. When PPE is necessary, what kind is necessary? While we can't address every individual piece of PPE, we can consider some general instructions for how to properly put it on, adjust, wear and take it off, the limitations of the equipment, proper care, maintenance, useful life, and disposal of the equipment. Now let's review our PPE policy. Our PPE policy provides a guideline for compliance with Veritiv's mandatory standards and for the required use and selection of personal protective equipment, PPE, in manufacturing and distribution operations. Your manager or supervisor has a copy of the PPE policy, or you can find it on our intranet right next to OPS Injury and Illness Prevention Plan. Next, we'll take a moment to review Veritiv's personal protective equipment standards. These guidelines are in place to protect everyone in our facilities, and it's important that we all understand when and how to properly use the required PPE to stay safe on the job. All personal protective equipment should be of safe design and construction and should be maintained in a clean and reliable fashion. It should fit well and be comfortable to wear, encouraging team member use. If the personal protective equipment does not fit properly, it can make the difference between being safely covered or dangerously exposed. Who must wear PPE? Team members working in production areas, team members visiting production areas, contractors, outside visitors. Here's a list of the minimum PPE requirements for all team members in at sites. You must wear additional PPE as required on the job hazard analysis and/or safety data sheet. Team members must wear bump cap, eye protection, high visibility vest, a breakaway vest if working near moving machinery, steel-toed shoes, hearing protection in manufacturing sites or if required, safety glove if required. Here is a list of required PPE for visitors at our sites. Bump cap, eye protection, hearing protection if required, and high visibility vest. Now let's go over types of PPE. Protective headwear. Head protection is essential in preventing serious injuries. Common causes of head injuries include falling or flying objects, bumping your head against fixed objects like beams or equipment. Why it matters. Wearing the right protective headgear, such as a hard hat, can reduce the risk of traumatic brain injuries and keep you safe in active work environments. Bump caps, what you need to know. Bump caps do offer minimal protection against light head bumps, grazes, minor head strikes, for example, walking into low-hanging objects. Bump caps do not meet the safety standards required for areas where hard hats are mandated. Replace hard hats in environments with risk of falling or flying objects, exposure to electrical hazards or burns. Key reminder, bump caps are designed for low-risk environments only. Always assess the hazards and wear the appropriate head protection. Hard hat types and classes. Types. Type 1, designed to protect against impact to the top of the head only. Type 2 provides protection from impact to the top and sides of the head. Classes. Class C, conductive. No protection against electrical hazards or falling objects. Primarily for bump protection and ventilation. Class G, general. Offers good impact protection. Limited protection against electrical voltage up to 2,200 volts. Class E, electrical. Protects against impact from falling objects. Rated for high voltage protection, up to 20,000 volts. Protective headwear, maintenance and disposal. The safety provided by your bump cap will be limited if it is damaged or not used as intended. Perform regular inspection and maintenance. Check your bump cap daily for signs of dents, cracks, or penetration. Brim of shell must be intact. Clean your bump cap once a month in warm, soapy water. Do not paint your bump cap. Some types of paint and thinners may damage the shell or weaken the helmet. Protective eyewear. The main cause of job-related eye injuries is objects striking a worker's eye. Eye injuries can be avoided by wearing the proper protective equipment. Protective eyewear must comply with ANSI 787.1-2003 and have side protection. Side note, safety goggles have added protection from liquid splash, vapor, or heavy dust. Safety glasses are polycarbonate lenses that provide impact resistance, have side shields that provide protection for sides of your eyes. Protective eyewear, maintenance and disposal. Dirty, scratched, or cracked lenses reduce vision and seriously reduce protection. Perform regular inspection and maintenance. Keep lenses clean. Replace pitted, scratched, or broken lenses. Protective footwear. The main cause of job-related foot injuries is sharp or heavy object falling on the foot. Foot injuries can be avoided by wearing the proper protective equipment, which must include an excellent or very good rating on slip-resistant or non-slip soles. Cover the ankle 6 inches boot of all co-workers working in production, warehouse, cartage, or maintenance. Side note, puncture-resistant soles can protect against hazards of stepping on sharp objects. Steel, reinforced plastics, or hard rubber protect toes. Follow cleaning and maintenance procedures to ensure shoes remain comfortable and completely protect your feet. Perform periodic inspection. Look for cracks and splits. Hand protection. Fingers are best protected by keeping them away from workplace hazards. Appropriate hand protection can help reduce the frequency and severity of hand injuries. Team members are required to use a cut-resistant glove when handling dies and level 3 cutting tools. See cutting tool policy. Hand protection is also required when handling pallets and pulling on plastic strapping material. Hand protection, use authorized cutting tools. Wear eye protection and gloves when cutting and pulling strapping. Cutting strapping, gloves required. Cutting stretch wrap, no gloves required. Cutting corrugated, gloves required. Hearing protection. Hearing loss is caused by prolonged exposure to noise. Appropriate hearing protection must be worn in all designated areas. Hearing protection is available in the form of earmuffs, reusable earplugs, and disposable earplugs. Individuals are responsible for ensuring their hearing protection is clean and in good condition prior to using. Side note, earplugs block noise by fitting in the ear canal. Earmuffs fit over the whole ear to seal out noise. Safety vests use bright colors to make the wearer more visible to others. A high-visibility safety vest, or equivalent, will be worn with the front closed. Visitors are to be issued safety vests, which are to be returned to the reception at the end of their visit. Personnel working in an office environment, design, or analytical laboratory are not required to wear safety vests unless entering production areas. Side note, team members working in an area where there is a danger of the vest being caught by equipment must wear breakaway-style vest. Thank you, team, for your active participation in this month's training. Your continued engagement and commitment help us maintain a safe, productive, and collaborative work environment.